I shouldn't have participated in this year's vote. We lost the election. I lost a few animals because of them being too sick. I'm stressing so much that I am not sure what to do.
On Wednesday, I had noticed a lot of things are wrong. But the problem now is, while going to the voting station, I left my ID at home because
unknowing of the upcoming loss, I turned back to pick up my ID again.
So instead of attending to them then and then, I decided, you know what, let me go back to the voting station and try and get the votes in. Because I don't think anyone loves the load shedding, because I was motivated by the load shedding and load shedding only. Just wanted change. So I decided, you know what,
let me first look at the stats of when do people go to voting stations, only to find out that all of that was false. Extremely false, such that people were packed at the exact time that we're supposed to not be there.
You would think that by now the number of people at voting stations would have come down, but yeah, it's more packed than it was earlier on, and I'm only now thinking of going to vote, and I don't believe that we will be able to vote today.
I just see no use in going to any voting station and waiting for 2 hours, whereas what I saw, it seems that it was not correct. The number of people that's there to come down, and then I can be able to go there. But now, if it was not for the constant blackouts, I would have forgone all the voting, but only to arrive and it was even worse than during the day. It was the most packed at this time. I think everyone thought of the same plan as I thought of, and it seems that we had all ran out of plans and we had to stand in line. A very extremely long line. But on Saturday I had plans for the animals.
Come Saturday, there's one lamb that's already dead and a few that I've been able to attend to, but tomorrow I'm hoping, crossing fingers, the weather's going to be better. But it seems that making other things priority other than your things is not the best thing, because now I wouldn't have lost the lamb if I had attended to it then and then.
I've just had to learn the hardest lesson. A bunch of sheep don't seem like themselves, and majority of them, whenever I summon them to come out, they don't come. So it's evident that if you prioritize the street instead of your things, you are gonna come up short very badly. But there were a few that I thought, you know what, these ones need to be injected in the heavy rain.
You see what I've noticed when I was calling for them to come and I had feed, they normally come, all of them at once, but there's a few that I don't see.
The most emotional and hardest loss is losing something that you already had, and you're the one to blame. Could you have taken more precaution and prioritized them more?
That I think I need to look for, and I've been trying to check if there's no one that has been
because there's heavy rain, you might find that some of them are stuck in mud, as sheep tend to be stuck in mud, or some slipped and rolled over on their backs. But a few of them kept coming in, and a few of them kept coming in, but not the full amount of them. And notice also when rounding up the chickens were not here. This one has been wandering too close to the pool, and thank God for the pool cover, because if it wasn't for the pool cover, we'd be seeing something else. But because of its behavior, I had to notice what was causing it not to want to come out of that side, and only to find it's being bullied by the older rooster.
Chickens that want to show that they're alpha to such an extent that they chase away the young roosters. So the only solution to that is getting rid of the older rooster and keeping the young ones. Instead of them being with the other chickens, they'd rather go wander around near the pool. Where the pool is, it's thankfully today that there's a pool cover, but imagine when there's no pool cover and what happens to that chicken. That chicken is going to drown for sure.
All of this is stemmed from all the traveling that I've been doing back and forth in between Cape Town and here. On my way back, I decided, you know what, let me buy myself a power bank, because everything keeps on dying here and there, so I'd rather get myself a reliable power bank. Wasn't able to go to iStore, so I decided, you know what, let me go to Clicks, because I really need a power bank. So I decided to go to Clicks, and at Clicks I decided to get the most expensive out of the lot. I've had to learn that cheap is expensive the hard way, only because I've bought cheap power banks before, and you find that they don't have circuit protection. Soon then they die on you. So you'd rather pay for a very expensive, a medium expensive power bank that is gonna last you for a while.
You bought the new power bank.
But then I left the cable on top of
your
it.
old power bank.
The one that died.
Yeah.
Let's go buy a cable,
Now
bro.
your phone's gonna die.
Let's just go buy a cable, bro.
Where?
Up the street.
You by my friend.
Mm.
I think so your phone is fully charged. 10%.
And in no time I was able to get a temporary cable that I can use on my iPhone, because now it was stressing me that I could have a power bank that's fully charged and reliable, but now I don't have a cable. One thing I can say about this power bank, it's the best thing that I've ever bought. It's worth all the money. I can charge my phone 5 times from this.
I should eat now and I get to Spa.
Yeah, where are we going? Get a fucking.
I can't tell you. You know why?
Yeah.
In life.
Because we're always on the road, it calls for us to enjoy some great food on the road. We can't eat what we don't want to eat. We enjoy eating something that is nice.
Yes.